Mark, I've asked you, I mean, like 30 times. Just 30, maybe 35 times. Okay. Anytime you're going to show up here.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to clear it with security. I can't keep coming down to the main office and talking to people about, like, where's his pass? What's he doing here? Why is he always showing up? Why does he always wear hats backwards? I don't know.
Brought an egg sandwich for Ken, which I was told was the rite of passage to get into the building. However, I'm still looking at said egg sandwich sitting there alone, cold, naked, afraid.
The sirens are here for you, Ken.
Well, that's because I woke up early today and I made myself a 4-egg omelet.
That's one too many eggs.
He out-egged me.
That's a lot of eggs.
Remember when you could call somebody an egghead and it was like an insult? Like, it really hurt their feelings?
What are you, an egghead?
Yeah, and their whole day was just crushed. Like, Mom, somebody called me an egghead. I can't show my face tomorrow. I'm an egghead.
What do you believe in science?
Yeah. It's like when I was a kid, my dad was like, everybody called me Four Eyes. It was beautiful. I'm like, well, first of all, Four Eyes doesn't really make sense because when you there's like your eyes, it doesn't. The glasses don't make you have multiple eyes in your head.
It's pretty funny.
Okay, it's hilarious,
but
it's not even that like insult wise. I'm like, I dig it. It's not like they're like your mom's a whore. I'm like, whoa, like take it easy.
Right.
Like yesterday, somebody called me Paul Giamatti. I'm like, whoa.
Well, the toughest thing still is being made fun of for your weight when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Because even if somebody like makes fun of you for having glasses, even if you can't see anything without the glasses, you can at least take the glasses off. Just be like, what do you say now? If somebody calls you chubby, you can't just rip up your shirt and be like, see, I got abs now. Like it doesn't work like that.
No, true.
And it still doesn't work like that.
True.
And there's why I don't go public swimming.
Ken and his non-shirtlessness in his life is it's like the dude. Okay, so my dad had a guy that worked with him that he never saw without a hat on, like ever.
Really?
He got invited to his wedding. The guy wore a top hat. He asked his wife, "Have you ever seen him without a hat?" She's like, "He gets into bed in darkness without the hat and takes off the hat."
It's like David Cross in your favorite show.
The
Never Nude. Yeah, it's because I was a very skinny kid, but I always had this kind of like pot belly. Like, and my mom used to be at public pools and be like, "Do your stomach trick," and make me stick it out in front of, and everyone like and then I got bulkier.
Mother.
Yeah.
Your
own mother made Ken do the Pismo Beach version of the truffle shuffle. That is a tough way to grow up.
Tough look. Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the Positivity Report. We're here every single weekday.
Some positivity. How were you bullied as a youth?
But you know what the positive angle is? We got through it, and look where we are now.
We did it. And
we don't harbor any of that resentment.
No, we do not. No, we do not. I'm coming after you, Brandon Kaler. Anyway, so
on this week's Positivity Report, the boys rent a van and murder a bully.
Evan Osborne comes in. Evan Osborne comes with the super chat. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, you guys can super chat the show. You can Streamlabs the show. I'm going to be doing weather in a bit, which is Mark's favorite portion of the program. Streamlabs.com/goodpeoplegpa. If you want your town featured on the weather, throw us a Streamlab. Evan Osborne Lomax says, "Why is that being an egghead is bad, but being yoked is good?"
That's true.
Great joke. Great question.
Yeah, I mean, if you are an egghead, you want to eventually crack that egg and have the yolk drip down to your shoulders and your pecs and your lats.
I don't think that yoked is good. Okay.
Yeah.
As like, do you think it's good?
There is a store that really wants to be the new GNC that would beg to disagree.
Oh.
It's called Get Yoked.
Where is that?
It's on Lancashire, and they sell like protein powdered energy drinks and crap, and it's spelled like Get and then Yoked is YOK''D. Get yoked. Yeah, but see, yoke is like, I think that probably goes back to Rocky, and somebody can look this up perhaps. I feel like nobody would have said get yoked if Rocky didn't do a shot of 5 raw eggs every morning while he was training.
Yes.
And that probably, the same thing could be said for Ken's breakfast. Ken would probably be enjoying the nice sandwich I provided for him free of charge. Instead, he decided to wake up and make eggs for himself. Why? Because of Rocky Balboa.
Well, that's good.
Because of Chuck Wepner.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to have to work through this. I thought I texted a couple days ago. I said I'm going to make my own breakfast sandwich.
I got a text yesterday on our text chain
Yeah.
from Josh Macuga, to be fair, but you never refuted it, saying Ken wants his eggs tomorrow, and all I want is a hug.
Yeah.
I provided one of those things. Provided one of those
Thanks,
things.
Mark. You smell delightful.
And I turned down the
Hey, you know, before I go to the gym, but I know I'm coming here afterwards, I pack this crap in a bag, and then I take a little spray of sandalwood cologne.
Oh, I mean, it smells sandalwood.
Sandalwoody.
I tell you what.
Wow, that's great.
That's how you be an adult, folks.
Yeah.
Sandalwood.
Can I show you what finally came into the studio?
Oh, no.
A lot of you know we have Nancy from Running the Wild NY.
Raising the Wild NY.
Raising the Wild NY on our show. Raising currently Beeve. And guess what? Beeve's in studio. We got the Beeve. I
Beeve,
ordered this
Beeve,
live
Beeve,
on
Beeve,
air,
Beeve.
and I did it. This supports her habitat, her rescue for animals, and supports Beeve. It's got a little Beeve logo on it there.
I like
So
that.
go to raisingthewildny.com and get your own Beeve.
Beef plush.
Do you know Beeve? Ken Knapsack does.
I was so happy when this showed up yesterday. I opened up the pack and I was like, Beeve!
I was on the FCF show, and Ken holds it up. He's like, Beef. Oh my God.
Now, here's the question though, because you got that little dog at home. Is Baxter gonna have his way?
I can't bring it home. He will. We have a plush Darth Vader. He's ripped apart. We have a plush Moose that Christian_7, one of our listeners, had sent us, and he grabbed it and was like, "That's mine now."
Moose.
He loves plush toys and just gets excited.
You
and
can't give him
murders.
beef.
Yeah, that thing would last
can't
about 7 seconds.
Yeah,
Poor
totally.
Beeve
No.
in the clutches of Molly.
Yeah, Beeve's a house beaver here.
Yeah, he's a house beaver. Nick Bascom throws in a super chat. You guys are awesome. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks, Nick. That's
Whatever,
what the positivity
egghead.
report is all
Sorry,
about.
you're right, Nick.
I got a very nice. Thank you to everybody who watched yesterday. Kayla Yule's on the show. You know Kayla, Mark.
Yeah.
And she had a great time on the show. She wanted to thank everybody for being so sweet. And magician John Reed. I know you're not a big magic guy.
It's not that I dislike magic. It's just the risk reward of it never really seemed right for me.
okay.
You know, you try a trick, and if it works, it's like people are like, oh, cool. And then if you suck, it's like you just feel like the worst person.
Oh, so
ever.
this is a you, not a magician's thing.
No. No. If anything, I'm watching it and I'm in awe of the performance, but it also just hurts my head thinking about it because I can't get it out of my head. Once I see a great trick, I'm like, remember when that guy at the Comedy Store patio?
Yes.
He took my watch.
Took
I had
it.
no idea. It was on my wrist.
No idea.
And I was just looking at him the whole time, and somehow his little fingers
His little-
undid my watch, and then he
Yeah.
handed me my watch, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah, that's
That's well
that's,
said.
that's
I just-
interesting.
yeah.
There you go. There you go.
The
And-
power that they're playing God.
See, here's the thing. John Reed came in with some great dad jokes. I mean, right off the bat. And every great
Yeah.
magician has a
They
cavalcade
got an arsenal.
of dad jokes. And then he did a really good trick, and he taught us a really fun bar bet that I want to do with you guys. Maybe not on this show, but down the line, see if you guys can get it. Okay, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's a tease.
yeah,
Steve
it's a good-
Kaika and I currently got a bet this weekend.
And you do, I believe it's who can do the most push-ups during an Orioles.
It
A's
is the
game.
Athletics Orioles are playing in a series up in Oaktown, and we have Kaika. What is the official bet that we wagered?
So winning.
One egg sandwich.
So whoever wins the series
That's-
gets a 6-pack from the other person,
Oh,
and if there's a sweep, then they have to chug one beer live on air.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Fair
Losers
enough.
to chug a beer if it's a sweep.
Okay,
We're
all right.
talking baseball from
That's-
Oakland to
th-
Baltimore.
That's how you know when the audience dips. They're like, oh, not baseball talk. Because nobody likes baseball.
People
I'm
love
ki-
baseball.
Do they?
In October?
Do they?
I think that
In April and in October, people love
That's
baseball.
I was
probably
listening-
true.
It spikes a little bit in July when you get the home run
Yeah.
derby.
I was listening to an interview with Sean McDonough, a legendary announcer of sports, did Monday Night Football for a bit, and they were like, what's baseball like? He's like, well, I've been announcing baseball for 30 years, and I will tell you what, it's the most boring sport on the planet, and he's like the head announcer for the Red Sox. The baseball is kind of dying because it's so slow.
I've
More
had
people
a
are
great
tuning into
time
golf than baseball.
following the events of this particular baseball season. It is fun, man.
They should mic up Mike Trout more often, and because I watched a mic up TikTok of him yesterday, and he's very entertaining.
Mike Trout's great. Fernando down in San Diego, his rivalry with what we have in Los Angeles now, the fact because it's always like Dodgers Giants, but now we have Dodgers Padres, and it's like an actual
Ooh,
rivalry.
yeah.
It's like Fernando versus Trevor Bauer. Like I just love that back and forth.
I love watching the 30 seconds of highlights on ESPN. That's my favorite part of baseball. or the top 10 when there's always like a catch.
You could say baseball is a boring sport, but it lends itself so well to SportsCenter because of home runs and strikeouts, and it's like their one-liners, they tend to work pretty well.
It also lends itself to very inexpensive tickets so the money you save on tickets you can spend on alcohol, because some of the most drunk sporting events I've ever been to are Pirate baseball.
Thirsty
games.
Thursday.
That's your problem. You're
What?
a Pirates fan.
Yeah, well, we stink. We've stunk since 1991. R.I.P. The whole franchise. Sid Bream. Call him Slid Bream. He's the worst.
We did have the NFL draft last night.
We
though,
did, Mark.
And this is something that was really entertaining for me. I love when they cut away to the various kids' houses. And because you would have like Trevor Lawrence had like a nice food spread, very fancy, quarterbacky. Justin Fields, nice spread.
Yep, very nice.
And then they cut to Penei Sewell, who's this giant tackle who comes from a family of giant tackles.
Yeah.
And every part of the room had Pizza Hut boxes on it.
Was
And I'm like, that is
amazing.
exactly what my place would look like if I was about to get
100%.
drafted, or if I was watching the draft, which I was last night.
How about my one of the co-hosts on the FCF show, Ray Austin, he's one of the founders of FCF. He played in the league. He went to Tennessee. He got drafted in the 5th round, right? And so he suited up and he waited, and he didn't get drafted the 5th round. So he's like,
That's day 3.
back then it was day 2.
Back then it was day 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And so he got drafted in 97 by the Jets. And he's like, I was waiting all around. I went to the bathroom. My mom and sister screamed. I got drafted by the Jets. And we went to Golden Corral. I was like, listen, if you're going to go somewhere to celebrate after, Golden Corral is a great place. BYOB to a buffet.
All right, so what do you boys do? Let's say that you are a stud, that you're going to get drafted, you're going top 10. What do you do? Do you have your? I always get weirded out when it's the guy and their girlfriend, because it's their college girlfriend.
It's that
most relationships in college in general are not going to work, especially if one of them is about to go to the league, which is not exactly known for its fidelity, and you also get tens of millions of dollars right off the bat. And then the college girlfriend is just there like, hey, don't leave me.
Don't leave.
Don't leave me.
Even Amanda said they focused on Trevor Lawrence, and she was like, oh, is he going to be the #1 draft pick? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, there's the girl he's going to break up with.
Yeah, boy. Look,
she
it
was
worked
very
for
cute.
she was, and they're all fine. I'm sure they're all fine people. It's just that's how relationships work.
Yep.
And you could see it last night though, because you could see a couple guys get drafted, and they're like hugging a couple people, and then the girlfriend, they're like, all right, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, thank you. My mom's over there. You can go talk to her.
Sarah Risley in chat says, love all the kids who look confused on why everyone is celebrating my favorite part of the draft, because you've always got like 3 or 4-year-old kids just kind of like hanging around. It's like an aunt or a cousin, and then it's like everybody's screaming, and the kids are like, I don't know what's going on.
You got that one uncle who invited like his 3 business associates
Yeah,
because
totally.
he's going to take all your money and invest it with them.
A really good buddy of mine from college is, he's every NFL draft I see him backstage with like a high draft pick. He's an agent, or he works for like a sports management firm, and he's always in the back like being the phone guy. Like, oh my God, you did it!
did
Like
it.
the phone guy. Yeah.
Did you
good.
see what there was a young lady last night working the green room, and it was her job to break up the hugs, because she's like, you got to get on stage because Mr. Goodell is waiting for you. And so, like, I was watching her. She was so good, but she was a job focused.
Yep.
So she would let the hug go to the parents, and then maybe one other person to be named later, usually not the girlfriend. And then she's like, all right, you're coming with me, and you got to get up on stage and talk to Goodell. And Roger Goodell, last night at the NFL draft, I will say this.
I think by the end it had a few cocktails. Like his words were getting a little bit longer.
Every comedian should be in awe of what Roger Goodell was able to do last night, because not only did he walk on stage getting booed mercilessly, he absorbed it. He took all of those bullets. So by the time he introduced the 3 legendary Cleveland Browns, the place went wild. That is what a good host does. He went up there and just good, and then Joe Thomas.
As somebody who's been a host of many comedy shows, where the one time I told Brian O'Sullivan, I was like, I think I got him ready to laugh.
That's about the best you can do. About the best you can do.
That's what the job entailed. Usually, if you're going up first, the goal, let's say you have 15 minutes, the goal is to open for yourself for 5 minutes, and then you spend 10 minutes actually doing a set.
That's a good sign. That's a good science there, egghead.
Yeah.
Way to go, dum-dum.
Yeah.
Get ready next week.
Yeah.
Can't see over there,
doing.
4 eyes. Oh, man. Ding, ding, ding.
I
mean, we all know how the Mark Ellis comedy shows go, because
do we?
Yeah, we do. Ken and I will go up, or if it's one of those nights where Ken's like, I want to do a set, and I'm like, oh, why? What about our thing?
Josh is like, what am I going to kick with?
Look, Marie. Donnie's got to do his own thing sometimes.
Sometimes Cher needs her spotlight, and Sonny's out there like, "Hey, you kids like Las Vegas? Saw a lot of hand sanitizer out there. Hope a pandemic's not coming."
It's
Shit.
like, backstage, it's like watching Simon and Garfunkel break up, and you're like, all right, who's going to be the talented one tonight?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Bridge of
Josh singing in the background.
It's like every time Hall and Oates were getting ready to go on stage, Daryl's like, "All right, Oates,
Yeah.
that's enough. All right, we're gonna play one." The best is at the Hall and Oates. I've been to like 5 Hall and Oates shows. Every time, like, "All right, here's one of John's songs." Everybody's like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom." Hun, you need something to drink. Hun, you need something to drink.
Yeah, nothing says drum solo like, okay, we're going to play one of my originals.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Yikes.
This is off our new album.
Yeah.
Beer o'clock.
Beer o'clock. The one time we went to a Bruce Springsteen show, he's like, "Tonight's gonna be one of those nights you're gonna remember forever. I'm playing all blues." And my dad was like, "What the fuck?" John Macuga was livid. He's like, "I spent $160 on these tickets."
What tour is that? Because I didn't go. The Ghost of Tom Joad tour, I didn't go, but my program director went. And Springsteen comes out and lectures everyone and says, "Do not clap until I'm done playing. You must take in what these songs are." And he sits on a stool and just plays the Ghost of Tom Joad album.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
"What?" Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like early 2000s, the old
Okay,
Civic
yeah.
Arena, which doesn't
Mid-90s.
exist anymore. John Macuga was livid. I was also livid because I love Springsteen, but like, there's nothing worse than
Yeah.
being like, "You guys want to hear a real song about the Vietnam War?" I'm like, "We already have all of them. All of the songs you wrote are about the Vietnam War for like one whole album. Good Lord."
I think he really had a long, extended period of time where he was just like, he was so upset with the appropriation of the Born in the USA
Yes.
album that he was like, "I'm just going to screw everybody." Because my dad, I remember my dad telling me the story. He took my mom, surprised my mom when they were living in Northern California in like 86, 87 to go see Bruce Springsteen. By this time, he was promoting the Tunnel of Love album.
Yeah.
And so he was not with the E Street Band.
Right.
And so he was just doing a solo show, but he did a lot of the old stuff. And my dad said, "Yeah, it was a great show, but it just kind of ended weird because Bruce is like, all right, this last one, this is how this one sounded in my room in high school." And he played Born to Run, but it was acoustic.
Oh,
and so
man.
they're just like, all right, is the band going to kick in? Clarence showing up?
Where's the sax?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I love
Is
that.
that Max? Nope.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, of the 10 Bruce Springsteen shows I've been to, that was the one that was just like the stinker. The other ones, he like jumped into the
I mean, it's
crowd.
like 5 hours
He, like,
of gold.
I know.
Right?
He
Yeah,
like
yeah,
jump
yeah.
kicked a moose on stage. I mean, he does everything.
Bruce
on stage.
Springsteen puts
Bruce
out so
the
much
Moose.
energy
Yeah.
that it makes me tired watching it.
Yeah.
Like, I
I'll tell you
can't.
what, it's-
Exhausted.
There's sometimes you watch like a training montage in like a Rocky movie, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm going to go hit the weights today.
Yeah.
Watch Bruce Springsteen. I just need a nap.
I mean,
Tell you.
and not only that, he does like a 2.5 hour sound check before the show.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-hour job. I mean,
Calm it down, Bruce.
it's like he's singing to the working man.
No wonder he's drinking in his pickup
There's a-
truck while driving. He's got no time. He's got to combine things.
There's a great, y'all should YouTube this. So the E Street Band a few years ago was playing in Australia.
Uh-huh.
And Springsteen, and he closes out the show, and he's got everybody on stage. Now he's got the E Street Band, he's got the E Street Band's relatives, he's got everyone on stage, and they launch into, because they're playing Australia, AC/DC's home country, they start playing Highway to Hell,
Yeah.
and Eddie Vedder, for some reason, is there. And Eddie
Really?
Vedder just walks out, and he's got like a bottle of wine. Eddie Vedder is hammered, but he's singing Highway to Hell with Bruce. And it's like, this is just what people, they're actually really good at. This is just what these people do.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
just a jam
my
band at that point.
Yeah.
Max Weinberg, the only egghead four-eyed accountant on drums and rock and roll.
You hold the drums with your little pinkies like this. You play them like, you don't play like this.
Do you
kids.
need me to do your QuickBooks?
Just some amazing drummers out there. Charlie Watts, the
Charlie
drummer for
Watts
the
is the best.
Stones, died in 79.
Yeah, he's
Still, to this day, it's just Frank Oz right below him, just making stuff happen. Just
Yeah, I love Charlie Watts. That's it. He
Yeah.
just always looked like, man, this never stopped.
yeah.
Still got to show up for these albums and
yeah.
records.
It just yeah.
I asked my buddy why like all the good drummers die young, and he was like, "I don't know." And it was like, "Oh, all right." Well. I mean, Keith Moon clearly was a raging alcoholic.
Keith
So,
Moon, John Bonham. Yeah.
the guy you just said.
No,
Charlie
Charlie
Watts.
Watts actually still
Charlie
alive.
Watts
We
still
just think, we just think he died in 79.
He's a robot.
No, he's looked like
Yeah.
a corpse. Like if you need to cast a corpse in a movie,
You get Charlie.
you get Charlie Watts. Yeah.
Look, Ringo, Phil Collins still going strong.
Yeah.
Don
Collins
Henley
still
still
going?
going
Oh
strong.
man.
Yeah.
You imagine singing and playing drums at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean,
One of my favorite. You got to watch Chaim at the Grammys this year. Danielle Chaim plays the entire song with drums and then goes into a guitar solo while on the drums singing. It's the most amazing thing in the world.
what? Holy
He's got like a helmet with sticks glued to it.
Chaim. I'm just a huge fan of the band Chaim, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't use my WEC method ball without hurting my finger. I got an ouchie because I can't do 12 things,
no.
2 things at once.
What are you doing there, Ken?
He got this new device for me that's just
it's helping him for the cages.
yeah, but I've got a blister.
Okay.
I got an
Well,
ouchie.
now look, I think I know what happened to Ken's finger, and I just don't think he wants to admit it on the show.
burned it on
but
the
I
air
think the
fryer.
beef might have had something. I think the beef might have gotten a little excited and nipped at Ken's pinky there.
Yeah.
We got to talk to Nancy about that.
Nancy came on the main show last week, Mark, on a Wednesday night, and Beeve big timed us again. She was like, "Oh, he's out in the pond," and I was like, "The farts is going on
This
here?"
ongoing drama of Beeve not wanting to be on our
I
program.
know.
I think having Nancy on, it's kind of like the Quiznos punch card, where Nancy's going to make 10 appearances, and on her 10th appearance, you get to redeem it for a Beeve appearance.
I mean, I'll be honest. I like Nancy a lot. She's
great.
fantastic,
Sweetheart.
She's a great guest. But Nancy, we need the Beeve too. I've never seen a beaver in the wild. That you know what that. Every time you say it, every time
It gets a little closer.
it really, really does.
Dig in that hole.
Yeah, just go,
Guys, it's Friday here on the Positivity Report. Hit those Streamlabs, hit those super chats. We really appreciate it. Big Josh Brady today at 4 p.m. T-Bob Aver versus Dylan Sanders in the battle for Louisiana. I got a couple new categories there for you, Ken. I think you're really gonna enjoy.
I'm excited.
Do you have someone from Alabama that like?
I was trying
is
to
there
find
an
somebody
Alabama
from
bracket
Alabama.
that can play? Because if you are and this is maybe the way Josh Brady goes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it now that it's the battle for Louisiana? Now that you are the winner of the state of Louisiana, which will be crowned later on today, my money's on T-Bob. Is who do they play next?
Well, that was the thing is I asked Dylan and T-Bob, I was like, do you guys know anybody from Alabama that would want to compete? And Dylan was like, they'd have to graduate high school first, meaning like,
shots
taking
fired.
shots. LSU and Alabama now have this awesome rivalry, which is fantastic, and it's just nonstop all of the time.
Yeah.
And I think the entire SEC hates Alabama. They always have. They kind of always will. They are the Death Star. They are the evil empire of the SEC. And Nick Saban is like that perfect villain. That being said, I don't know anybody that went to Alabama. So if anybody knows anybody that went to Alabama that can send me their information that we can somehow turn this into, or somebody famous that may have gone to Alabama.
Spencer Perry on Twitter, good movie pundit, funny guy.
Alabama?
Spencer Perry went to Alabama.
Really?
Our friend Willie Hunter went to Auburn.
Oh, I did know Willie Hunter went to Auburn.
There's your matchup. Just do a
Oh,
little Iron Bowl, Josh. The
Iron
winner
Bowl.
of that plays the winner of the Battle of Louisiana, and then
This
the
is why we
winner
bring
of
Mark on,
that
Ken.
goes to Florida.
Yes,
It's worth the
correct.
price.
Because
For the largest
Florida,
outdoor
that-
Josh
that-
Brady party.
Wide open in Florida. I mean, Lynn Ellis technically could compete on behalf of the state of Florida.
Ooh,
Yeah,
There you go.
but she's got to get through me first.
Mark versus mom. Would your mom do a Josh Brady with you?
1,000%.
Yes.
Yeah, you just got to get her to LA because every time she travels, it's like, well, I'm traveling. I'm going to get on a plane. I might as well see my grandkids. Mark can't give me any
Nah, she
grandkids.
doesn't
And
come
so I
by.
usually just meet her wherever she goes, which is the case in 3 weeks. And so why would she stop in LA when she knows that her boy could just meet her there in Seattle or here? So, also, once you've been to LA as a visitor, as a tourist once, I saw the stars and there's, okay, that looks like a guy peeing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back home.
That's
Or
just the
just a
comics.
guy pooping off the curb, which I did witness.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
I'm really glad I'm out of Hollywood. I
You
will
can't
say
look away.
each day. Ikaika Shively. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. I didn't even say. Chloe Condon's coming on the show today. I
Ooh.
forgot to say it up top.
What a great transition.
I
I saw a
know.
guy take a shit on his side. Anyway, Chloe Condon's here.
I said poop, Mark. I did say poop. Okay.
I know what you were thinking.
Chloe Condon coming on the show in about 2 minutes. She's the best.
She's amazing.
She really is.
I look forward to these segments with her.
so much.
So much.
Does
She's
Clippy
just
make bowel movements? Do we know?
So I had a long conversation with Chloe Condon because I'm really serious about like getting some sort of Clippy property off the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's
It's
got
not-
so many fascinating insights into the world of tech
Yes.
that it doesn't stop and start with Clippy for her, but
No.
Clippy is a big part of her E Street band, we'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Agree.
Clippy is the Nils Lofgren
It's the Nils
of
Lofgren.
Chloe Condon. Chloe's Bruce.
Yeah.
Correct.
Clip is her Patty.
Oh yeah. There you go. I mean, I think Clippy is probably Oates, and she's definitely Hall.
I'll be honest with you. I had never heard of Hall & Oates until I moved to Los Angeles, California, and I saw Steve Simone reference them on stage. And I was like, who the hell are Hall & Oates? Is that a breakfast cereal? I had no idea.
It's like Golden Olds.
No idea. Literally never heard.
You're lying.
I am not lying to you. I am not lying to you. Never heard of Hall & Oates. Had never heard of Thundercats.
But Mark, you had heard of the song like, because your kiss is on my list.
Why would I have ever heard that song? I grew up in a household that played the Beatles and the Beach Boys and Led Zeppelin. There was no room for that, crap, in the Ellis household, okay?
Mark.
Mark Ellis's reputation, rightly earned, as one of the nicest gentlemen in our business.
Correct.
But I love when you get him really upset about Josh's favorite style of music.
Yeah.
It's a great car ride to Phoenix.
You tell me where in the playlist between the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, and the Beach Boys is there room for Hall & Oates?
Mark,
the only
first
80s
of all,
music.
the Beach Boys was the first yacht rock band.
I have no problem with them.
Okay.
And since then, the yacht has sunk.
No, it has. Mark.
The yacht has a hole in it.
Hall & Oates.
It's got a Dennis Wilson-size hole in it.
Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates.
Shut right.
Hall & Oates. Both of them.
Yes.
The #1 selling rock duo of all time. Of all time.
I don't think that's accurate.
It's 100. Ikaika, Mark, Google,
the
please.
masses just love
Do
to.
you mean yacht rock duo?
No, I mean rock duo.
I don't believe that is true. I think the Eagles and their greatest hits
Rock
volume
duo.
1 might have something to say.
No, he's saying rock duo.
Let's
get this stat right.
Rock
duo.
duo?
Hall & Oates
Is
occasionally
the
remember
#1 rock duo of all time.
Loggins and
Very-
Messina.
Very different. Oh, wow. They beat Loggins and Messina?
No, it's a Mark, think of like the greater. I don't know who another rock duo.
Then you would go like Simon and Garfunkel.
Sure. They're better than what do you got? Ikaika Shively, Prince of the Islands, Low Hot Friday. KO Shively's just in chat. He loves
upset
Low
at
Hot
Iowa.
Friday.
You've really insulted Hall & Oates.
I mean, it's
you've
insane
caught him to the quick,
to
sir.
me. It's insane. What do you got, Ikaika Shively?
By 1987, the RIAA recognized Daryl Hall and John Oates as the #1 selling duo in music history. A record still hold 2014 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What year was that?
inductees.
1987.
Yeah.
To be fair, how many rock duos have emerged since 1987?
A record they still hold today, according to 2019. though.
Well, you know why there aren't any other rock duos? Because everybody was so scared of Hall & Oates.
It just couldn't
And they
reach
couldn't. Every song they
reach
play
it.
is a fucking banger.
Maybe like there was probably 2 kids in a garage somewhere.
Excuse my language.
They were like, "Hey, you want to be a rock duo together?" And one guy was like, "Dude, Hall, and yeah, you're right, Oates.
Yeah.
We can't do this.
No.
Let's form
Thank
a
you.
band. Let's form a band.
We got to get a band. We can't be Hall & Oates. They're so good.
Did you ever think Hall & Oates had to hang out with each other and be a duo because nobody else wanted to be a band with those talentless
Yeah, I mean,
hacks?
Kevin and Bean broadcasted in like separate states for decades because they hated each other, right? So
The Jerky Boys broke up after the first album, but they got so much money they kept coming together for like one day to record a new album.
The only music that like from the 80s that made it into the Ellis household and was occasionally a Genesis, like Phil Collins song or a Huey Lewis tune. Huey Lewis was pretty
The News
irresistible.
was his band.
that's his
Okay?
his band, yeah.
And Huey Lewis and the Nudes is a really good name for a porn. Okay.
Oh, I don't hate that at all. Huey Blue?
Huey Blew It and the Nudes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hughie?
Huge.
Hughie?
Listen.
Puby Lewis.
Oh, okay. Nah, yep.
I'm
yep.
glad we can be friends
Something
after
about
that
that
crippling
word.
blow I dealt you with.
A couple quick super chats.
The best rock-selling group, a duo?
Duo. It's a duo.
It's a big asterisk.
Mark. There was
I
a
listen to
point. There's a
bands.
point in you Make My Dreams Come True where all Daryl Hall has to say is, "Listen to this," and you're like, "I am listening, and it's perfect."
Congrats to Hall & Oates on winning the NIT tournament.
You know what you could say? You could say, and I believe this song has been covered.
Congrats
Hall
on
&
the
Oates
best
covered
record in spring training.
Dance the Night Away. Hall & Oates covered Dance the Night Away, and
Yeah.
it is amazing.
Yeah, okay. Take caution in your tone,
Okay.
Commander.
It is really good. Did
they really cover Dance the Night Away?
Yes.
We are going
Wow.
to dance the
Wow.
night
And I'm sure
away.
Van Halen covered a number of Hall & Oates. Oh, no, wait. Why would they ever waste their time with that?
Mark, I guarantee you when Hall &
Welcome
Oates
to
came
band
out,
fights.
when Hall & Oates came out with "You Make My Dreams Come True" or even "Private Eyes" or something like that, even Eddie Van Halen was like, "Shit, that's a good riff."
Yeah, do you know how drunk Eddie was?
I mean, blacked out.
It's a good riff.
But I have also been blacked out most of the times I've listened to Hall & Oates, and it is good.
Eddie was sitting in a garage in Pasadena about 83, and he hears Hall & Oates. He's like, Get me a keytar. Now.
Then Roth comes in. Hey, let's beat these guys up.
Don't you do it. Also, John Oates is maybe 5'2". I mean, he's a very small man. He makes Prince look like Dikembe Mutombo.
Well, yeah, every celebrity is below 5'4".
Yeah,
Yeah,
this we know.
this is
Yeah.
true.
Famous people are very, very short.
Kingsport Cal jumps in with a super chat. It says, speaking of working, man, I'm getting ready to go into a meeting today at work to discuss my raise. Yes, kids, hard work.
There you go.
Hard work does pay off. By Kenna Truly. Truly great news. Cal, crush that. I one time walked in for a raise and walked out fired. So there's
You did?
that.
There you
No,
go.
I've never had a job.
Yeah.
I mean, I did,
Geiger.
but I've been fired.
True.
Geiger Shively, Prince of the Island. Aloha
Eddie
Friday.
Van Halen told Hall that he copied the synth part from Kiss on My List to use in Jump.
Mm-hmm. You say a lot of nice things
Wow.
when you're Eddie Van Halen to people.
All right.
Sorry for yelling.
Let's
at you.
get to
I love
Chloe
you, Mark.
Condon. Maybe she can settle the debate
Oh,
here.
real quick, Scotty doesn't know, super chat. Baseball isn't boring, it's a regional sport. That's something like my dad would yell at dinner.
That's
It's not
hilarious.
boring, it's a regional sport. It's a regional sports broadcast that we happen to love in this home. People only watch their local team games, Josh. What's the weather in Fort Wayne, Indiana today? We'll put that on the list. Fort
Okay.
Wayne coming in hot. I one time met somebody who's like, I'm from Chicago. And I was like, oh, where in Chicago? He's like, well, I'm actually from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I was like, it's not in Chicago.
No, a lot of people love to say Chicago. It's like, oh, what part? Well, Nebraska. But, you know.
It's our closest city.
It's
Sorry for keeping her on hold. She just did a keynote speaking event
That's
because she's a big effing deal.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, back for more positivity. It's Chloe Condon.
Hi.
Hey.
Indoorsy.
How's it going?
It's great.
Sorry we were yelling so hard about Yacht Rock and Hall & Oates, Chloe.
No, as you should. Like, I personally, I'm a 31-year-old woman, but I very much identify as a dad because I'm constantly telling dad jokes and listening to Yacht Rock.
Yes,
And
yes.
I can't go for that no can do that you are not familiar with Hall & Oates.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, I
man.
know their work
Well done,
now,
Chloe.
but before 2003,
Mhm.
no clue who Hall & Oates were.
I saw them at Outside Lands in, oh my gosh, 2012, I want to say. So I've seen them live.
I saw them, Chloe, another San Francisco band. I saw Train open for Hall & Oates at the Great Western Forum here in Los Angeles. And let me tell you, they blew the doors off the place. It was awesome.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that my taste in music has changed because my first concert ever was Jingle Ball in the 6th grade, and the headliner was Baha Men. So, like, to give you an idea, it was peak Baha Men that
Yeah.
they were headlining.
Yes.
with
You have
one
not
song.
seen the dog since.
I was going to say, do the Baja Men at the end of the show tell everybody who let the dogs out? Like, is
They
there...
just sing Who Let the Dogs Out for like 25 minutes as a listener.
Yeah.
Is that like
This
the...
lineup was wild. It was like Sugar Ray, 98 Degrees,
Yes.
Baha
Wow.
Men, Evan and Jaron,
Uh-huh.
like the whole
Rock duo.
early 2000s crew. It
Who
was a
sang the
great time.
Macarena? Who was that? Come on,
Oh
Ken.
God, it was those dudes? That's probably
duo.
a
Yeah.
duo.
There was
what's the
another
name of that band?
duo.
I would think that the Macarena guys would be there with the Baja Men. Or Chloe, Lou Bega
Lou
to do a
Bega.
little Mambo number 5.
Ooh, yeah. I do remember doing an odd amount. I was recently talking to some other folks my age that PE, like, you know how they would do square dancing
Yep.
and stuff as an activity?
Yeah.
My school, for whatever reason, we did the Macarena just like
Mhm.
all the time for physical activity.
Yeah.
So anytime I think of the Macarena, I'm like, oh, this is exercise.
That's great. It was Los Del Rio.
Los Del Rio.
Los Del
Released
Rio.
in 1993. That is
Man.
that,
Did the
that's a good idea.
Macarena.
That's
Yeah, the
smart.
Macarena, it's a good warm up for climbing the rope.
Yeah.
Get the forearms a little loose and then.
Gym
Yeah.
class.
You gotta add some legs in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, the Macarena was all upper body. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Chloe,
Everyone's arms were so swole doing the Macarena.
So swole.
Sixth
Yoked.
grade class.
Yoked, if you will.
I believe in high school, they called him Marcarena.
I'm enjoying how much of a kick you're getting at. He's
Yeah.
genuinely making himself laugh with that.
yeah. it's
Come
great.
on, that's pretty good.
Kaika,
Chloe.
where's the plug? Pull it. Kaika.
I have
Oh.
something to share with y'all. I was just
Wait.
thinking of you because in my keynote
Ooh.
I mentioned Clippy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did.
I have to have him make a cameo in every talk that I give. But I come to you direct from Deserted Island DevOps, which is a tech conference all about DevOps. If you don't know what DevOps is, it's like developer operations stuff. So like how to ship your code correctly and efficiently. But it was all in Animal Crossing. So it was very weird. I was having to like emote. Like I'm actually still technically sitting as an audience member right now in the conference. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, Clippy everywhere.
That is amazing.
Your Animal Crossing guy or lady is amazing. Adorable.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I mean, had to look like myself for giving a talk, right?
Chloe, if I was you, I would just tell people on the streets, you just gave a speech about DevOps and let them guess what it is, because it sounds like something, it sounds like a term you would hear in a Tom Clancy movie.
Right.
Like we got Michael B. Jordan in Without Remorse. He's deep undercover on a DevOp.
I'm in the mainframe.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally said it. Like, I think one of my first slides said, "You're probably wondering how I got here." Me too. Like, how am I giving a keynote at a DevOps conference? I still don't understand.
I'm sure you crushed it, though. You got to feel great after knocking it out of the park.
How'd it go?
It went good. It was really fun. I talked about how I apply DevOps to my everyday life because I kept finding myself saying, I have my stuff together, like I have all my shit together in Animal Crossing, but like not in my real life. So like how to get things together using DevOps in my real life, relationship DevOps, personal DevOps.
That's amazing.
All the DevOps.
So you would consider you and your
But
Animal
I brought
Crossing person as the Hall & Oates of DevOps.
Chloe, you don't have to
Maybe.
humor
We'll
him.
see.
You don't have to agree with this, Chloe. You can still be a fan of Hall & Oates without acquiescing to Josh's whims.
No, I would say we're the Hall Notes because don't they like knock it along? No, I'm just kidding. I just remember when I saw at Outside Lands, so, like my friend who was a big Hall Notes fan was like, "See how far apart they are on stage? They hate each other." And I was like, "Why are they here then?" I don't know if that's just a rumor.
Money, Chloe. Money.
Who likes each other more currently, Hall & Oates or me and Josh?
We're still so close, Mark.
He touched my
I built
elbow.
something for y'all.
Yes,
What's
she
that?
did.
Okay, so I built this yesterday because I was like, I'm coming on the show. I need something to share. And what is the date today, y'all?
April 30th.
April 30th.
Right.
And
Friday.
I don't know if you saw InSync tweet this yesterday, but as most people know, let me get InSync in here. And as I've been singing, one more day and it's gonna be May. So I wanted to remember that.
Guess who
I wanted
just
to
followed
keep it
them?
in mind.
Yeah.
So I built a bot just for the show today.
Yay.
That every day at 3 p.m. when it is not May, we'll tweet it's going to be May. And starting tomorrow, because 30 days in April? No.
30
Yes,
days in
30
April.
days in
Yep,
April, yeah.
31 in May.
Starting tomorrow, it will be tweeting out it's currently May, so it's currently May, and then it'll switch back at the end of May to tell you it's going to be May. So if you need to be reminded what month you are in, I even made this beautiful cover photo.
That's the one.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you did.
Graphic
amazing.
design is my passion.
This is great.
You can follow the spot. It will tweet every single day to remind you that it is May. And I built it all with Azure Functions in like 10 minutes. So this was my afternoon yesterday. And I've just been like retweeting my Brittany bot in here.
Yeah, Brittany bot. Yeah. Sarah Risley says, please tell me there's a Brittany bot coming. Yeah, Brittany's there. Shania, we've been telling people.
She's there.
Shania bot.
Shania bot is incredible.
You just realize the technological prowess of Chloe, that she was able to do something like that in 10 minutes, where like she could probably launch a space shuttle with her technical with her DevOps know-how.
If I am forming a team to take down 3 casinos owned by
Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia, Chloe's on the team. She's the first drafted.
100%.
I feel like I really identified with Rihanna's little sister in the recent What was it?
Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
that was
Ocho.
me. She was like, I'm in the mainframe. Although the Wi-Fi on a New York subway, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but.
that's a tough one. You got to get a bunch of
And if you want to
hotspots.
follow the other bots, if you go to Is It Gonna Be May, the Twitter bot, it's following all the other bots. So you can follow Just Bot Paid, which you'll tweet when you get paid.
I like
This is a new one that my friend PJ made. We've got Bodiana Grande, Mariah Bot, all the bots.
All the bots.
Bot Shania.
All the bots.
Anything that you need for your pop diva
This is
needs.
great.
I got Amanda reinvested in Twitter simply with the Shania bot because she is a big Shania.
It's important to know when to go, girls. Like, you need that reminder throughout your day. Some people put like alerts on for it, and like I'm here for it because sometimes I just forget that I need to go, girls.
That's right.
It's very true, Chloe.
man.
It's very true.
But a Hall & Oates bot is an interesting idea. I'll have to think about this.
It would
like,
probably
what it
have
would
more
do.
personality than the actual band.
This is a scene. This is a
You
scene,
could make a
Chloe.
fun Ocean's 11 bot where like somebody that posts like an Ocean's 11 GIF and then it would respond, you're either in or you're bot.
Mark Ellis jumping on the
See?
pun train.
He feels
No.
it. He feels it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Do you guys watch
Da-da-da-da.
Rick and Morty?
Hey, Mark Arena.
I've seen some of Rick and Morty and I quite appreciate it.
Yes.
There's an episode where they kind of make fun of the Ocean's movies where they're like, "You son of a bitch, I'm in." Like maybe it's something that you tag and it's like, "Are you in?" and then tag the bot and then it responds with like
Yeah.
a GIF.
Or you bot.
Bitch,
Rick and
that's
Morty's
great.
pretty great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think we need one more?
Nah.
Yeah, let's get one more.
Chloe, would you be able to do a keynote speech at the first ever Good People Association con live from Pittsburgh,
Oh,
Pennsylvania?
Oh my god, I would love. I
Okay.
would love.
When
Sign
is
me
that
up.
happening?
Yeah, well, we're working on it.
We're working on it.
Okay.
GPA Con, Pittsburgh.
Chloe, can you clarify for our audience what exactly differentiates a speech from a keynote speech? What is it about it? Because I've always
Great
wondered, what is the difference
question.
between a speech and a TED Talk, and where does a keynote speech rank in the public speaking variety pantheon?
Keystone State is Pennsylvania.
Ooh. So the way that I would explain it is like, you know how there's in comedy there'll be like a headliner for a comedy event.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the headliner, but it's usually the start of the day. So it like kicks off the day of the event.
Okay.
So
The
the
host.
vibes always feel very like the talk is usually kind of general or not general, but like overall the topic. So this one was DevOps. It was like talking about DevOps as a concept versus like a specific thing. And I don't know, whenever I give a keynote, I just kind of feel like I'm Elle Woods at the end of Legally Blonde
Yeah.
being like, and you must believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. You got a little
and then
dog
a TED
with you?
Talk is like all the TED Talks are like all individual talks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never given a TED Talk.
And they're
I've
well,
totally
they're
heard
very
them.
structured. Like you
think
have
you
to have
should.
them memorized word for word. Like
Yes.
they're typed down. They're pretty intense.
What?
Those TED talks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just.
Alicia Malone did one.
Yeah, Malone did one.
What do
yeah,
you mean? You
yeah.
can't riff?
No, you
No.
can't riff. Like you and
Yeah,
I,
you
you and I
can.
would be dead. We'd be up there
Totally.
like, hey, how y'all doing tonight? Get off the stage.
No, I could make it look like, even if I'm making it up on the spot, I could make it look
Same.
like I prepared.
But there'd be someone in the back from TED Talk looking at a list going, he went off.
Cut them off.
Wow.
See?
All
love
right.
this.
Then maybe I should stick to keynote speaking because I kind of like that in the world of comedy. Because then I could just go up 1st and I could give the keynote speech, and then okay, ladies and gentlemen, now Mark Riley.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Chloe,
He's
Hey,
ready.
Mark Arena.
did you
ready.
start your keynote with
He's
some
looking
like
at dog
re-
gif.
what's he doing over there? Sorry,
Looking
Chloe.
at dog videos. Sorry.
That's good. Chloe, did you start your keynote speech with like some kind of really aggressive, like challenging motivation thing, like "What's in your backpack? Who's weighing down your life?" And then you go into it.
It's honestly, so I'm an ambivert, which
Okay.
is an introverted extrovert. So
Yes.
I have no trouble like giving a talk, but like any sort of people interaction drives me nuts. So I try to be the speaker that I would like
Would
to
you
watch,
like?
which
Yeah.
seems like it's honestly my nightmare. I've tweeted this before. Like if anybody says now turn to the person next to you, I'm just
Oh.
like absolutely not. I'm out. Like I
Mhm.
gotta, I have to
yep.
go.
Yep.
So I think that,
Ambivert.
how did I start? I was like, hi, I'm Chloe. You're probably wondering why I'm here. Me too. It was a little self-deprecating
Okay.
humor at the
Good,
That's what
beginning.
good.
Okay,
Hot.
you'd said that. Okay, I
Yeah.
want to make sure.
That's
okay.
what Mark does every time he goes into a restaurant that doesn't have pictures on the menu. He's like, hi. You're probably wondering.
Hi, I'm Mark Ellis.
Yeah, I don't.
Can you
yeah.
order me a salad?
I will demand the waiter go back and take pictures of the food and then show them to me or text them to me. AirDrop them. I don't care. I need to
love
see
that.
pictures of what I'm ordering before I do it.
At the Cheesecake Factory, that must take a really long time.
Oh, that's
such
a novel.
long
Oh, I make them
time.
work, Chloe.
That's
I
a
make them
novel.
work. Now, is there any way for the audience, because it was a virtual DevOps keynote speech, I assume, so is there any way for the audience to sort of show their approval
question,
for
Mark.
what you did, or is that not professional enough to be like, okay, that was me, I'm Chloe, and then a bunch of people in the chat will have like the hand clapping emoji?
Yeah, well, it was streamed live through Twitch, which was really cool.
Okay.
And it's still happening right now.
Big crowd.
I wish I could show you.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in a chair in Animal Crossing watching someone else's talk right now because I'm sneaking off and doing this. But the video should be on YouTube eventually.
Okay.
And the event's going on all day, so if you guys want to check it out, I think it's twitch.tv/Deserted Island TV. And yeah, some really cool talks. You don't need to have Animal Crossing to watch it, but there should be some videos soon. And
watch that.
yeah, excited to watch it back. It's very weird giving a talk in Animal Crossing because like when you give a talk or a keynote, you like emote and do things. So I had to rehearse. Like, so I was giving the talk, literally had my Switch controller in my hand and had to be like, tell a joke and then press the like laugh button. Like it was very strange.
I
But
like
very
this.
Cool.
Oh, man.
That's what we do as
So I'm like
comics.
dancing
Yeah.
during some of it. I'm like throwing confetti and some of it, you know.
I might need to borrow that laugh button on stage tonight.
Yes.
I'm just going to be hitting a panicking, hitting a controller like it's not.
Laugh.
Chloe, it's not working.
Laugh.
We did a Zoom magic show for a coworker this week. It was his 15th anniversary at Microsoft. Shout out to Dimitri. And it was a magic show. A guy in Japan did a magic show for us, like remotely, and he had a whole soundboard of like applause, laughter, because it's so weird to perform in Zoom.
Yes.
So I think I need to add that to like, I need to set up my stream deck and have like applause, laughter, and booze. You gotta have the booze.
Yeah, of course, especially if you're Mark.
Yeah, I don't. They had a going away virtual Zoom thing for one of the brass at NBC yesterday, and like they invite everybody to happy hour, and I just can't do the multiple, more than 2 people on Zoom.
It's tough.
I just can't do it.
Yeah,
that's tough.
I just can't do it.
And mute your mics. All during Christmas time, I was doing Josh Birdies for companies, and it's tough. It's tough. Chloe, thank you so much for being here. You're the best. Congratulations on your keynoteness. And
let us know when it's on the YouTubes.
Yeah. Send me a link.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. And there's plenty of Clippy references for everyone. So even if you're not technical, just come for the Clippy memes.
Ooh. Chloe, when's the next keynote speech you're giving?
Ooh,
Can we
good
come?
question.
Because we want to watch live, but we also want you to like maybe pepper in a reference to GPA.
Oh.
I will be doing some stuff for Microsoft Build, so we'll have to.
Okay, yeah. Figure out like a code word that you want Chloe to sneak in there, like you know.
Hello, or you guys are all really good people. It's time to report on some positivity.
Yeah.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding. Nailed it.
Absolutely.
All right, Chloe.
And it's always a pleasure to come on here.
You're the
y'all.
best.
I love sharing my weird bots with you.
That is the best.
Congrats on a great speech.
You're the best, Chloe.
Thanks. Bye, y'all.
Chloe Condon, everybody.
That's how you do it. In the digital age, that's how you do it. Giving keynote speeches, being Animal Crossing folks.
Yeah.
That's how you win in 2021.
I love that.
You know how else you win in 2021?
What's that?
By making sure everybody's got the weather.
Here comes the weather. Here comes the weather. It's the theme song for the weather. Josh stands in front of the green screen.
Y'all ready for this?
We put up a map and he guesses where things are.
Yeah, just look at that elbow.
Bring it back. Get over
I'm telling you,
there.
one of the hardest laughs.
Mark, why don't you sit
You
over
didn't
here?
cross?
Sit over here.
Yeah, Mark, sit over there.
Sit over there.
Come over here.
Well, I have to read the deal. Okay.
I love that I called out Riley and he was busy looking at dog videos.
Thank you.
And
You know, sometimes, Mark.
Mark Ruffalo over here.
Mark
Oh,
Ruffalo.
Mark-
All right,
Mark
and we're back
Ruffalo.
for the weather.
All right, here we go.
Fort Wayne,
Look at
Indiana,
this.
you're on.
All right, where are we
Here we
going
go.
first?
This is Killeen, Texas.
Killeen, Texas.
Killeen,
They are
Texas.
killing it this weekend, Mark. Have you ever been to
Killing
their
it.
comedy club there in Killeen? It's called You're Killing It Up Here.
Ah, there
No,
it is.
there you go.
Did you hear there was a murder in Killeen, Josh?
Oh,
Riff on that?
Nothing like it. They love Killian's Irish Red Beer, if you remember that.
I've
You
had
guys
that.
can see there's a lot of big weather coming in through Killeen today. This big green blob, see this big green blob?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's show that again. Let's get that big green
That
blob.
blob up.
There,
There it is.
there it is.
That's a big blob.
See that big green blob? That's all positivity for everybody that loves Ken?
Yeah, Holland. Oh,
Correct. Everybody's favorite band in Killeen, Texas is Hall & Oates because when you're Hall & Oates, you listen to Hall and Oates in Killeen, Texas, known for their oats production.
Hey, Josh, this is from Jenny Lawson, and this is where her parents actually met.
Oh!
Okay, she
Jenny
writes us,
Lawson.
it's where my parents met. I'm doing a yoga teacher training here.
Woo!
You did mine last week in Temple, Texas. Just sending in some support, she writes. Can do it another day. Do people's towns you haven't done yet much love.
This is
everybody.
that's warrior pose. I
That
think.
is
Warrior pose.
Doing it
Maybe
well
Jenny
there.
can weigh in now. Jenny, is that actual green positivity coming to Colleen, or is that Ninja Turtles 2 mutagen?
Did that also pop
Secret
up
of
right
the
when you
ooze.
did that? It
Yeah,
looked like it did.
Good stuff.
All right, where are we going next?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska, one of my favorite towns. Home of Mark.
Pitfire Pizza,
Ooh, and
Prime Pizza,
Wait
the
a
Omaha
minute.
Funny Bone.
And
Wait a minute.
And
Wait a minute. It's from David Taylor, home of the Reuben sandwich.
home of the Reuben sandwich.
311, Gabrielle Union, and Nick Nolte.
What? 311 is down, down, down with Gabrielle Union, who was in
Bring it on.
Bad Boys 2 as well.
Okay.
And everybody knows in Omaha, the College World Series every year where dreams come true. Clink.
Oh wait, Josh, you mean making my dreams come true?
There we are.
I know a little. bit. I know a little. bit.
And everybody knows this is the Omaha River here, Mark. See this? This goes up and down the Omaha River.
Okay.
They're famous for their kayaking in the Omaha River. It's
That's
a
great.
fast-paced kayaking river that comes down here to the Omaha Reservoir. Right over here, he's got a vantage point of the Omaha Reservoir. That's where Warren Buffett lives. Warren Buffalo mozzarella. And big fan of Omaha. Thank you, David Taylor.
David
Love
Taylor.
seeing not much weather here in Omaha, but that means a great weekend for positivity because nothing says Omaha like positivity. All right, what's next?
Positivity.
Fort Wayne.
Oh, heading down to Fort
Fort
Wayne,
Wayne.
Indiana. Mark, back in I believe it was like 1704. It was just called Wayne,
Yeah.
Indiana, and then
Yeah.
they built a fort there, and now it's Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne.
The Fort Wayne, Indiana Pile Drivers is their minor league team,
Yeah.
and known for their screw production, nuts, bolts, all in Fort Wayne.
Wow.
named after
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne from Bruce Springsteen's song Darlington County, who
That's
got
true.
arrested. Yeah.
Darlington County.
In memorial.
Fort Wayne. Now, if you look here, see all these bodies of water here. This is they have a confluence of three rivers, just like
That's a
Pittsburgh. right here.
big word.
And Fort Wayne, then confluence.
Nailed it.
No
Big
big
one.
deal.
Big, good
I'm kind
job.
of a weather guy, guys. Okay, I need to have my vocabulary on point. And as you can see, Fort Wayne empties into Lake Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan.
which means.
What's up?
Oh, no, we're going to Santa Fe,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to Santa Fe, New Mexico, where there
Mike
are no
Rod.
rivers, but weirdly enough, did you guys know this? Santa Fe at high elevation
Yeah.
gets
Yes.
very cold there in the winter. It snows. Also shooting there currently, Roswell, New Mexico on the CW. Who's on Roswell, New Mexico? Our guest yesterday, Kayla Ewell, and her husband Tanner Novlin on
Hey.
on the show Roswell, New Mexico.
You know, hey, find George R. R. Martin's house.
Oh, so if you zoom
he
in,
in Santa Fe?
He's
you
in
go
Santa Fe.
down
Yeah,
the
he's in
16
there.
here, over to the 71,
Okay.
across to the 54, over to the 19. Go up here a little bit, Ikaika, zoom in. It's up near the mountains.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Just
keep
keep zooming until you see
zoom,
what appears
zoom.
to be an old sea captain
Right
and
here.
a bevy of young women.
And then right here is the George R. R. Martin House Martin right here. And if you come up here, that's House Dorn. Over here is the Night's Watch, where Ken lived.
Okay, question for Josh Macuga and Josh
Yeah.
Macuga alone.
Hit it.
The song Santa Fe is
Yes.
part of what original soundtrack? Also featured the song Miracle. Also featured the song Billy Get Your Guns.
Oklahoma. What is Oklahoma?
Also featured Blaze of Glory.
Oh, Young Guns 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Boom,
Ding, ding,
Santa
ding,
Fe.
ding, ding. Mike
Uh,
Rod, thanks for that one, Mike
Now
Rod.
we're zoom. Thank you, Mike Rod, for the Streamlabs. Go to streamlabs.com if you want to get your city in here. We're really putting Ikaika Shively on the spot.
Oh, is that
Aloha
Banger?
Friday.
I see Banger.
Where are we
I
heading
see
now?
Banger.
Where we headed?
Kearney. I'm trying to find it.
What?
Where are we
What-
going?
I see Bedminster and Banger. They
Kearney?
should get together.
Oh, Kearney, New Jersey is from Joey Pedras.
Kearney, New Jersey.
Who's also a fan of Hayam. Sopranos was filmed there.
Tony Soprano, big fan of weather. Also a big fan.
Fan of weather.
Huge fan of
Huge.
the weather.
We're trying to
Also,
find it.
if you see here now, a lot of people, what they don't realize is like, hey, Jersey Shore this time of year, I bet it's lovely. It is. But you
Yeah.
got to get the right day because if you can tell, there's a lot of weather coming across the state. Going to hit the shore, probably going to rain, probably going to be a little windy. But you know what that weather for is good, Mark?
Boating.
Inside drinking,
Yeah.
and nothing brings out positivity quite like some inside day drinking on a weekend. Somebody says to you, hey, it's a little too early to drink. You can say, hey, Josh Macuga, the Positivity Report, your local weatherman said, have a White Claw.
Yeah. I didn't throw 3 interceptions in Super Bowl 15 for nothing.
For nothing.
Ooh, burn.
Here we go. This is the Kearney River right here.
Oh, there it is.
And, this is
Nice.
Kearney State Park over here. And of course, this is the Kearney. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to use my left hand. This is the Kearney Reservoir and Dam hookup. And what you can do over here, Mark?
Jet ski.
That is correct. Everybody's got a jet ski in Kearney, New Jersey. If you live there, your retirement is?
Jet ski rentals.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. Kearney, New Jersey. Glorious this
I
time
imagine
of
they
year.
also do paddleboard yoga.
Paddleboard. Oh, look at all that weather right here. But you know, we missed it. Oh, where are we going now? Zachary, Texas?
Baton
Rouge.
Oh, we're going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I see some
Guess who
T-Bob's
lives?
house.
Dylan
Yeah,
James,
T-Bob's
thank
house.
you.
Dylan Sanders and T-Bob Hebert, both in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Looking forward to tonight's Joshberty, the battle for Louisiana.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Louisiana fast. There was some weather coming here through Baton Rouge, but you know what this weather is? That's all the people looking forward to tonight's Joshberty. 9 categories, 2 men enter, 1 men leave.
What famous artist does the song Louisiana Rain? What famous
Mark
artist
Cohn.
who was too afraid
Walking in
to
Memphis.
have a partner to be a duo because they knew they couldn't outsell the shitty Hall & Oates? Tom Petty is the answer.
Oh,
Louisiana
Tom
Rain.
Petty. Here, Baton Rouge, let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to go to Dylan's apartment or his frat house or his house. I'm not sure. Dylan, there he goes. Oh,
Yeah.
it's right there.
Let's
It's right
face
here
it,
by Parkland Terrace.
We don't know where Dylan lives.
We don't. We have
It
no
could be
idea.
inside of a red box.
It's right.
We're just an educated guess right here.
Parkland
Yeah.
Terrace.
Yeah.
Anything that has a terrace on it, I'm kind of into it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
terrace is one of those fancy words. You know
Terrace
what I mean?
sounds it means there's probably a fence
Yes.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well, it's
Definitely
a patio,
fence.
right? And there's
Yeah.
probably lights.
Totally.
Yeah.
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 And if we zoom out, we have no idea where T-Bob lives, but he got to be around here somewhere.
Baton Rouge.
We're zooming out of Baton Rouge. Where are we going to next?
We're going to.
Let's go to Seattle, Washington. If
Did
we
we,
could
did we go to
here.
East Lansing
Okay.
too?
Have we done East Lansing?
Alan Weeks wants us to. He says, graduated from Michigan State this weekend. Can I get an East Lansing, Michigan
Oh,
check?
heck yeah. Let's
Oh.
stop
Right now, we're going to Seattle for
Stop in
Mr.
here real quick.
McClunky.
Let's keep zooming in for the McClunkster in
right.
Seattle. Guess who was just there 2 years ago?
That's right.
Mark
Us three.
and Josh.
Josh
Hey.
caught a fish.
And
Kaika, can you find the pizza place Josh stumbled into drunk
Yes.
and came out with 2 whole pizzas?
Ooh, what a
That's
clutch
really
pie
good
that was.
clutch. That was a clutch pie.
We all ate it on the sidewalk.
We really did.
Oh, it was good stuff.
There was some left over when we got to the hotel, and guess who ate all that? We did.
Yeah,
It
we
was
did.
really good. And you
Yeah,
can
we
see this weather coming in hot as it swipes across CenturyLink Field.
Yeah.
The Seahawks last night
Go
drafted. Mark Riley is apparently a Seahawks fan.
Well, you shut
Makes
up.
0 to no sense.
Yeah.
He enjoys all NFC West teams.
All NFC. The Ram Hawker Niners.
The Hawker Niners are going to go
Niners.
straight to the big game.
Big-
Go
big
sports.
Big game.
Big
Big game. Go
The Hawker
Hawks.
Rammer Niner rolls.
Oh,
As
yeah.
you see, there will be some weather coming across here, and all that weather is everybody excited for Mark Riley's eventual attendance at a Seahawks game.
God, that's
mostly
gonna
to
be a
ask
big
him
day.
The
why
12th
he
man.
became a
Yeah.
Seahawks fan.
Oh, go
When
Joe Montana.
the-
That's actually, when you get to the game, everyone just looks at each other and goes, why are you here?
what do you-
How'd
Can't
you
wait
get
for
here?
that day.
The best is that Mark Riley became a Seahawks fan because Pete Carroll went there. Pete Carroll left USC high and dry. Nothing like following the
Yep.
guy that really screwed over your college.
we followed
I
him.
screwed it. Now let's sit down. Weather's over. Let's have a conversation about the USC Trojans and Pete Carroll. What can we?
Can we?
Because-
Can we now?
The
Can we now?
Seattle Seahawks. Wait. The best player in your history of the team is a white wide receiver?
Steve
Largent. He's go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Let's not forget the
we're-
first Kurt Warner.
We're going to East Lansing, Michigan. Gorgeous this time of year. I've been to East Lansing. The stadium's right in the downtown area.
Yeah.
This campus all surrounds it. Michigan State, love the mascot, love the color scheme, love beating them as a Penn State
Sparta.
Nittany Lion.
There we go.
We used to do a thing called the Blood Cup,
There we
and
go.
it was a blood drive between Michigan State and Penn State, and I would donate blood every year and then usually faint because they say don't drink, and then, it's college. We're going over here to East Lansing. East Lansing, where are we?
You're in Illinois right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you're up in Illinois.
You're
We
in-
got-
I went to Brookfield.
I
so-
This is
Oh,
Michigan.
We're in Brookfield, Illinois. Jen Maddle says Brookfield, home of the Brookfield Zoo.
Brookfield Zoo,
Yeah.
glorious.
Come see all of our 7 animals.
We have a babbling brook that runs through a field. Brookfield.
We have a yak, and we
6
have
dogs.
I believe that's a lemur. No, it's a squirrel.
That is a squirrel.
I think we got a snake
there's the
somewhere.
Brookfield Zoo.
There
Ken,
it
look,
is.
that's got a pretty
There it
good
is.
size
That's
to
a
it.
huge zoo.
There's a
More
little
than
pond
7
there and
animals.
another pond, and this is the elephant
Do I see
encapture.
polar bears?
I
Yeah.
believe
There's
that.
got to be
Wow.
polar bears.
Look at that. Talk about your
Yeah.
7 animals,
Hey.
Mark.
Yeah, look
This
at
is
that.
the Brookfield Zoo.
Pretty good
Big
animal
dumb
story.
animal.
What was it?
Shots at the
What's that?
Brookfield
What
Zoo.
was the other one?
East Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah.
East Lansing
East
heading.
Lansing.
Who's graduating from college again?
That is, sorry, let me get back to that. My screen just reset. Yay! Alan Weeks, a graduate
Alan
from
Weeks.
Michigan State. Is that, they're Spartans?
They
Are
are the
Yeah, they're
Spartans.
the Spartans.
That is correct. It's a Big Ten program.
Yeah.
Very good
Program.
in basketball. and
There's
program.
Lansing. There's Lansing.
There's Lansing.
And
Now,
there's
where is East?
Flint, Michigan, not too far. Home
Lansing.
Flint, Michigan, home of?
Lead water.
Really bad water.
Yeah,
really
and
bad
need to
water.
get them
Grand
water.
Funk Railroad.
Grand Funk Railroad. All right, here's Lansing. We're looking for East Lansing, which would be this way.
There you go.
There you
That's a
go.
good way, ball.
East
There it
Lansing.
is.
Yeah.
Found it.
Oh, boom, chagalaga. Here's Michigan State University. You can tell because it's
Oh.
outlined. Look at all these
Is
green
that weather,
parks that
Josh?
you can hang out.
Is that weather, or is
No.
that just a different
These are positivity
topography?
patches.
Okay.
This is positivity patches. Positivity.
Shed metal.
Positivity.
How dare you, Ellis?
Positivity.
Yeah.
Look at all this.
What'd I
East
do?
Lansing. And if you come down here, that's the 43 highway,
I
Mark.
like
This
this.
is
Oh, yeah, you
this
want
is
to take
Route
the 43 down to the
Yeah.
127?
Exactly. And you're going to go ahead and hit the Lansing River, which then will empty into Lake Michigan. Because when you're here, you're family.
Can we keep zooming into Tom Izzo's house?
keep going?
is
This is the campus, Mark.
Basketball coach Izzo. He's got to
See,
live
look,
on
there's the
campus by
stadium.
now.
You
And
want to be
there's the park.
that's your dormitory for the Spartans.
And there's that's where he lives, the United Methodist Church.
Yep, Tom Izzo always
right.
looks like Bon Jovi plus 15 years. Look it up, kids. Google.
We
it.
have any more towns?
we
gotta
got
get
two.
to
We
for
got
weather?
two more.
Two more. Where are we going?
Where you going to Kaka? You going to
Brookfield,
Brookfield, Wisconsin. Michael
We were
Kautzer.
already in Brookfield, Illinois. We're going to
Yeah,
Brookfield, Wisconsin.
It's the
Great.
Battle of Brookfields.
It's. Would you say they're Brooks brothers?
Oh,
Yay.
now we're talking. Mark's getting
you.
in on the jokes.
Thank you.
Wisconsin, a great state for
Cheese.
Jeez.
and
Fudge,
Beer.
brats.
badgers.
Ah.
Badgers.
Oh,
If you wanna
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
some badgers.
Yeah.
Badgers.
You go to Wisconsin. Let's go down here to Brookfield. Let's give a quick shout out to my producer backstage. That's Ikaika Shively. Aloha Hot Friday. He's clicking those buttons, hitting those
Doing
buttons.
great. He's doing
Here we go.
great.
Doing a
Look
good
at this.
job, dude.
Brookfield, Illinois, or sorry, Brookfield, Wisconsin. Okay?
Wisconsin.
As you see up here, this is Brookfield Lake. Now, Mark, I swam across Brookfield Lake back in 1997. as a
Oh,
fresh-
that must have been a cold
freshman.
day on the Brookfield Lake.
Yeah, up there in Brookfield.
Oh
I don't
God,
know.
no! Aaron Rodgers leaving the state.
Oh no!
Can you believe it?
As you can see right here, this is a positivity patch, but over here is a little trail
I
of
believe
tears
that's
right
grass.
Here. Oh, that's grass, and there's some trail of tears right here for Aaron Rodgers leaving. But if you go up here, all the tears have collected over here in Brookfield Lake, and that's where everybody hangs out, and they're praying to Aaron Rodgers that he stays around as a Green Bay Packer.
There you go.
Yeah, we don't pray. We pray to Gads
And cheese.
we pray to Fav and we pray to Radgis.
Vince Lombardi.
Yeah,
I knew one cousin prayed to Don Mikowski.
yeah. Great Mike Holmgren's beard.
Beaver Dam is over here. No big
Beaver
deal.
Dam.
Is
as
that
everybody-
is that affiliated with the Beaver currently adorning
They're fighting.
Ken's
They're fighting.
left
Correct.
hand?
Yeah,
That's-
Beeve doesn't recognize him.
the Beaver Dam?
Don't let
is
it bite you,
sponsored.
it bit
Look at
Ken.
all that weather coming across the northern part.
That's a lot of actual weather.
That
We're
is
kind
really kind of weather. Where are we going now?
Because 2Z Mountains is sending us to Lake Placid, New York. Do you
Oh.
believe in miracles?
Yes!
home of the men's hockey team from 1980 and giant alligators fed by Betty White.
That is very, very true. Lake Placid, New York, one of the last small towns to host an Olympic, because now, to host an Olympics, because now you got to have a major city and you got to put your country into crippling debt.
Can you breathe in a small town, Josh?
You can, because I was
Just
born
a
in a
small
small town.
town.
Yeah, you
girl.
probably died in a small town.
I did.
That's probably where they'll bury us. I'm gonna die soon.
Mark, I'd love to get to Lake Placid. You know why? Because you can pay, and they can put you in a bobsled, and they can send you down a bobsled track there in Lake Placid, New
I'm in.
York.
Sold.
This right here is Lake Placid. Now, Mark, I'm not sure if you know the facts about Lake Placid, but it's the deepest lake in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It also holds many creepy animals,
Crustaceans.
as crustaceans,
okay.
if you will. And if you empty the entire Lake Placid, it would cover the entire state of New York in 8 inches of water.
Is that true?
I do not know.
We have
I made
intel
that
on
up.
Yeah.
I
You
did.
making my dreams come true.
Lake Placid, New York, but Lake
If
Placid.
you look at the bottom of
New
Lake
York.
Placid, you will
What
find
I want,
10
you
million
got me.
Hall & Oates records from disappointed fans.
Hey, Hall, what kind of song you writing there? Well, Oates, it's the sound of white men screwing.
All right, where are we finally going to? Are we going to? Oh, we're going to Anaheim.
Anaheim.
Why is this Disney? Are we going to Disneyland?
Disneyland opened today.
It opened
right,
today.
it
Ikaika
did.
Shively more
We're
excited
actually
about Disneyland.
planning our
opening.
hotel accommodations
Very
for
nice.
Star Wars Celebration. We're looking to book the Red Lion Inn.
Oh, really? Red Lion Inn.
Yeah.
This right here, see this little the circular pond here? That's where they tell you not to jump in, but I think that you can. I feel like all of the water functions here, they're all man-made, but from above they look gloriously unman-made. Now, if you come down here, see now this is the 5 freeway up there. Let's go here.
Yeah.
There
Let's
we go.
point out
There's
that. Let's
there's
point
the
out,
5 freeway.
Josh. What happened to Disneyland? What happened in Anaheim? There's a hotel there. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Let me tell you guys, if you hear Boston people having sex in a hotel room in Anaheim, you should run. the
Oh,
other
that
way.
feels wicked
It's
quality.
It's not great.
Oh.
It's not a family
yeah.
time there. That was the
That's not
happiest place in the world. What
That's
do you got?
not good. No, that's.
that
Hey,
it?
go down Harbor. Go down Harbor.
Harbor.
No, keep going down Harbor. Okay. Keep going.
Hurricane
make a left.
Harbor.
Make a go to Catella, east on Catella.
This
There you go.
Morton
there you
Steakhouse.
good. Very good. Very good. Go over just a There's that Bubba Gump. That's a Bubba Gump shrimp I love. That's the Bubba Gump
I
You
see.
shrimp.
get
I love.
Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
He's
All
going
right.
for
I'll
Bubba
drink a
Gump.
beer with you at Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
I will not be partaking in the shrimp.
Mark,
itself.
not
No,
a big fan
no,
of
that's-
seafood.
like
Ew.
adventurous
I never even
food.
heard of seafood until I moved out there.
You're making my shrimp come true.
Big sushi fan, huh?
Well, what's next to Bubba?
I need a captain learning on the history
Matthew
of Holmes.
Stokes
Yeah.
says, I'd like to know what the outlook is in the town of Three-Way, Tennessee, and then later on
Three-Way.
perhaps
Ooh,
things looking in
boy.
Climax, Michigan. That's a dirty joke!
That's a good one.
got-
really
Oh.
good.
I got
There's
one
also
for
a place
you,
called
you know.
Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
That's true.
Ikaika, you can find Intercourse, Pennsylvania. It's in the Lancaster area. It's a real town. It's right near Blue Ball.
I
swear
can,
to you.
I can beat anyone here. Tennessee, there's a town. It's maybe not the most sexually hilarious, but it's just the funniest name I've ever heard. I was driving across country.
Okay.
There's a sign for some park in Tennessee. You know what it's called? Toad Suck Park.
Toad Suck
Beat it.
Park.
Anybody?
Toad Suck Park.
Yeah,
and
we got kids making out in Toe Suck Park
Toe
again.
Suck Park.
and then Todd Phillips from Toe the Wet Sprocket just sits outside of it every day
Oh.
going, no, we don't.
No, we
by
had
the
we had a
ocean.
number of hits.
We walk on the ocean.
Sorry, walk on the ocean. What did I say?
All I
Stand
want
by
is to
the
leave Toad
ocean.
Suck Park.
All right, here we go. We're going towards Lancaster right there, the 717, everybody's favorite zip code.
There you go.
Everybody's favorite area code there in the Pennsylvania area. There's
There's
Intercourse
Intercourse.
right there.
Intercourse.
Funny story, I bought an Intercourse University. There's no college there. I bought an Intercourse University shirt, wore it to school, didn't tell my parents, got sent home. They were not happy about it. But I guess what they are happy about that their son finally realized his dream of becoming a local weatherman here every Friday, or as many Fridays as we can do here on the Positivity Report. Let's go to some videos that make me smile.
Yay. Brought to you by Co-Ed Naked Lacrosse shirts. Co-Ed Naked Lacrosse, put your balls in our sticks.
I like that.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, it's
Oh,
not-
the
oh,
public.
I love it already.
Is this the one Mark was watching?
No,
Watch it.
I have another
Poor
one
Cliff.
for
Oh
everyone.
my
Poor Cliff,
God.
poor Cliff.
What
Oh,
in?
Cliff can't make it.
Oh.
This is it's like a rock dude trying to beat Hall and
Yeah.
Oates. I
Oh
got
my
it. I got it.
God.
I can't. I
Ugh.
can't.
This is Paul Simon in 76, and then Garfunkel coming on stage. No, he's not. No, he's not.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the best. Oh, puppy doggies.
Now watch this, Mark. This is a dream scenario for you. This is why
Okay.
I pulled this video.
This
I
is
know
a
you're not
Cracker
big,
Barrel.
you know you're not a big wood chopper guy, but what do you think this is?
I believe we are chopping logs.
I think
so
I'm
that
ready,
is
yeah.
Swipe- Nope.
Oh,
It's
it's a Busch
full
Light
of
fridge.
Busch
Wow.
Light.
I'm in.
Busch, the beer for you.
And you could tell it was cold.
All right,
Ooh,
let's go to
yeah.
the next one, Ikaika Shively.
Murphy.
All right, now I think this might be my grandma. There's no burn ordinance in the city, but guess who's burning it right across the street from the firemen?
Oh,
Granny is
yeah.
savage. This has got to be in Pennsylvania
It's
somewhere.
like-
Jeez.
I got it.
Yeah. Back in the
got
day,
it.
my dad, we used to go to my grandma's. They used to burn their trash. That was like, yeah, you could burn trash back in the day.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Caparulo jokes. People like his neighbors be talking about, yeah, our dad's taking us to Disneyland. He's like, oh, my dad's burning shit in the backyard.
Perfect.
She's got. They pointed out. I didn't. Got a gas can right next to it.
Gas can
Yeah.
right next
Gas
to
can
it.
right next
Yeah.
to it. Granny, what are you doing?
I bet she talks a lot of shit to the fire people.
Totally.
Too.
Fuck you guys!
Yeah.
I'll burn what I want. And
Yeah.
it's just a tiny pile of leaves.
You
Who
think?
knows? What are you gonna do?
You think she walked in there and said, "Can I work out with you guys?" My favorite Josh,
Based solely on
Josh
her
Macuga
form,
story.
and
Yeah.
I would say
She
no.
can do more push-ups than she does diamond push-ups.
Just
Yeah, there you go.
nonstop.
There
All
you
right,
go.
what's the next one? All right, we got. I need to hear this. No, I don't. Okay, so real quick. So this girl has this TikTok, and she's very, I don't know if this is like a character she's playing or what, but listen to this. And when they get to the point, I'll show you. Go ahead.
All right.
Finding out answers to questions I had. For example, I once filed a Freedom of Information Act with the FBI to see if they had a case file on me. But recently, I was eating a piece of bread, and I was like, oh shit, this sucks, there are seeds in this bread. So I posted this on my Snapchat story. It says, I've got a bone to pick with whoever first put seeds in bread products. Funny, haha, right? So then I was like, well, maybe I can actually find out the answer to this. So I looked up the history of bread. Now, for simplicity's purpose, I decided to focus on multigrain pre-sliced bread that had seeds in it because that's what I was eating. But hours of fruitless research later, and I'm still no closer to finding my answers. So I say, you know what? I'm an undergrad right now. I know that there is a kooky old professor out there. So she just mentioned a person named Ashley Rose Young. So I Google leading food scholars. Which leads me to Ashley Rose Young, a PhD, who works for the National Museum of
Ashley
American
Rose
History
Young,
in
sister of my
history.
best friend.
So I
This
emailed
was
her,
like viral yesterday.
and she responded.
And I used to call her Ashley Rose
Gave me some
Lasagna
other
when she was a
resources
kid.
and people
Really?
Yeah.
So I'll
Now
keep
she's
you
like the
posted.
head of. I mean, she went to Yale. She got her master's or
Recently, my
PhD
favorite
in
part of
food
the
history.
internet was
Bread
finding
seeding.
out
Yeah,
answers to
and
questions I
somebody
had.
sent me this,
For example,
and they were like,
I
"Can you
once
believe they met?" And then my buddy, who's her sister or her brother, sent me this as well. I don't know. This girl again has like a lot of hits on all her videos. I can't tell if it's a character or not.
I
but she does mention my
I
brother.
like Sai's comment. Okay, but if the FBI didn't have a file on you before, they did.
They do
now.
Yeah, we gotta keep all
right.
those bread
Yeah,
seeders
oh,
at bay.
we got one more. Ikaika's got one more.
Oh yeah.
He speaks rooster.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
No. Give me the pup. I want to.
Oh,
I wanna
can't
kiss that
handle
pup.
it.
That's the greatest thing.
Look at that
can't
little
handle
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Oh man,
Oh,
just
my
the
gosh.
cutest. You should name him Rooster now.
Give me one more.
Rooster Cogburn.
Give me one more. Oh, I can't.
Unreal.
Do you think it's part Cocker Spaniel?
Oh, there's a dad joke
Or-
for your day.
Or is it a Golden Doodle Doo?
Oh, Golden Doodle Doo.
I don't hate that.
Ikaika
Yeah.
Were you working on
Crushing.
those overnight?
crushing.
Since I pulled this video, yeah.
Yeah. He's been
That
thinking.
was much better than what I had. I was just
been
gonna say, do you
thinking.
think he's been neutered or he still has a cock? Oh.
Mark Ellis tonight at the Comedy Store, the Original Room, next week in La Jolla, California. That's down near San Diego. You can go to my camera if you want, Ikaika.
But before you do, hey, Josh, we got one last
we do?
Streamlabs
Okay.
before we go. In honor of the Seattle 49er Rams, Brendan Truitt writes, go local sports franchise.
Go local sports.
Go NFL.
Thank you guys so much for being here. A special thanks to Rooster the dog and Chloe Condon, Ken Knapsack, Mark Ellis, Mark Riley, Ikaika Shabby, Low Hot Friday. Thank you to all the Streamlabs, Super Chats, all that kind of fun stuff. Today, Josh Woody, 4 p.m. Pacific, T-Bombay Bear versus Dylan Sanders in the battle for Louisiana. We're currently looking for some Alabamians. Is that what they're, Alabamans?
Alabamans.
And as Ikaika just does weather behind me. Thanks for making my dreams come true. And to Mark Ellis, Hall & Oates is the greatest rock duo of all time. There is no argument. It's true fact. And also the greatest hits album to ever sell, Journey's Greatest
I
Hits.
live my life like there's no Hall & Oates.
Oh, wow. Trying to bring
All
in
I
some Van
got
Halen.
is from capable rock groups. At least
Ken?
I don't need
Ken?
to beg over.
Take us home, Joshy. Take us home.
This has been the
Please.
Positivity Report. We'll be back on Monday. The Good People Association, we love you guys so much. Remember, choosing positivity, it's an active choice. It's way easier to love than hate. Find